Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. This is Nana Chats. Let's talk my law school fails. So, first of all, let me just make a little disclaimer. I know the shirt is a lot, and it might be a lot with the background. Maybe not, maybe not. I just felt like being a bit extra today. So just, you know, let me rock. Cool, cool. We're on the same page. Great, wonderful. My first law school fail is the first time I got cold called. Cold calling is when they don't wait for you to raise your hand, they just pick on you. I know sometimes in undergrad they do that, but in law school it's very prevalent. It keeps you on your A game. It's a way to make sure that you definitely do the readings. Some professors like for volunteers to raise their hands, and some professors would rather just cold call everybody with the seating chart. Sometimes they cold call you for a whole case, so you'll just be sitting there and the professor will look down at their seating chart and they'll be like,
Ms. Oat, what was the holding of this case? What did the dissenting say? What was their reasoning?
and like just ask you basically the whole rundown. So I was in civil procedure, and when I got into law school I was like,
yep, I'm gonna be on top of everything. I got it. I'm good. I'm gonna be reading everything.
like I hated to read in undergrad. Like I don't know why I decided to go to law school if I hated to read, but anyway.
I'm about to be on top of everything. Nobody can mess with me in law school. Bet.
So I get there, I'm on top of my stuff, on top of my stuff. This professor is not calling on me, he's calling on everybody else. And you know, when other people fail at cold calls, it's kind of like a community of like, darn, I feel bad for you, bro. The questions he was asking them, I was like, oh, I knew that answer, so if he cold called me, I'd be fine. First mistake. Then there was this one day. I think I had an event that night or something like that, and I was really tired, and I was tired from reading for all my other classes, and I was like, you know what, let me just work smarter, not harder, you feel me? I was like, I cannot process what I'm reading anymore because I'm so tired. So what I'm going to do is schedule my time properly. I have this one class at 10 a.m, the class that I need to read for at 2. I have a break from 12 to 2, then I can get to school at like 7 or 6 and then read for, yeah, cool. Let me sleep, wake up early, and do my reading tomorrow. Great. I thought I had the plan down pat, like it was ready to go. I was like, yeah, I can do this. So go to sleep. Guess what I do? I oversleep. So now I'm at school at 9:30. Second issue, I had an assignment for my 10 a.m. class that I conveniently forgot. Now I'm in school trying to hurry up and type up the assignment for my 10 a.m. class, and I still have not read anything for the next class. But I'm like, you know, hyping myself up.
No, it's okay, girl, you got this. You are going to be able to finish reading this before class starts. You're gonna know so much information. If you keep you're gonna be great.
I go to my 10 a.m. I'm like, cannot wait for that 10 a.m. to be over. I hand in that assignment. The professor's talking and I cannot even hear him. Okay, I have 2 hours. I run to the library and I sit down, I open my book, and I'm reading because I calculated the pages the night before. I'm like, I could do this. I'm reading, and some of the cases were really quick, so I'm like, oh, this is great, I'm getting through them so fast. And then the last case was like 20 pages long, and a law school case that's 20 pages long is not like regular 20 pages of an easy read. Like, no, this is old English. Like, you have to basically go through every sentence kind of and see what they're saying in every sentence. And then there was like multiple dissents and multiple concurring opinions. I was even having a hard time understanding the main opinion. So it was just a lot going on for me. You know, like when you're having a panic attack and you're trying not to cry and you're trying to breathe and you're trying to calm yourself down all at the same time. So that's what's happening to me. I go look at the syllabus and I'm like, okay, this is the last case for today. He very rarely gets to the last case, so I think I'll be okay. This is the point where I begin to pray. I'm praying like,
Jesus, you know me. You know I usually get my stuff done. Today's not the day. Don't let him even see me. Make me invisible to the professor. In Jesus' sweet, precious, almighty name. Amen.
right? Cool. I go to class, we're going through the cases, he's cold calling people. I'm like, okay, I kind of know that answer. I kind of know that one. I know that one. And then he's going through them and I'm looking at the syllabus like he's looking like he's finna get to this last case, but we might only do the beginning, so I'll be okay. We get to the case and I'm like, he didn't pick on me all class. Why would he pick on me now? It just doesn't make sense, right? Because, you know, you never picked on me before and you haven't picked on me all day today. So like, you probably just pick on me next week. He looks down at the thing, he says Ms. Like, if you identify as a woman and he says Ms, you're like, oh Lord, I don't want to be called on today. The door goes,
Miss Oatsu.
and I'm like, oh no. I'm like, okay, it's okay, girl, calm it down. You don't even know what he's gonna ask you yet. Maybe it's gonna be a part of the reading that you did read.
What's the holding?
Wow. Next question. See ya.
Holding of a case is either, because there's an issue. There's always an issue in a case, right? The issue is like a question type of thing, right? So, can such and such do such and such under this law and such circumstance, right? Kind of thing. You get what I'm saying? Kind of gives you what the whole like 20 pages is going to be about. Like that's the main issue that the case centers on. The holding is either yes or no. And then sometimes they'll drag it and make you explain why. I had a 50-50 chance. 50-50. 50-50. So I'm like, I could answer yes. I could answer no. Lord, come on. Pull through for me. I'm like, I flip to the page where the holding is. And I'm trying to like do a quick read to see, you know, if it's yes or no. And I'm like,
you could do so
no. And then he was like, and I was like, yes. And he was like, ground, it is okay for you to open up and swallow me now. I wanted to die. You could feel the whole class just... That was an easy question to answer. By that answer that I gave, you could really tell that I did not finish reading that case. At that point, I'm highly embarrassed and there's 5 minutes left to this class. Do not burst into tears right here, right now, in front of the class. Do not let them smell your weakness. No. You picked on somebody else. So that's the worst feeling. They don't even like try to help you out. They just be like, really? Miss so-and-so, and they pick on somebody else to get the right answer that you couldn't get because you dumb. So I'm like sitting there, he picked on somebody else. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. He's like, okay guys, this is what we're gonna read for next class. See you next time. I booked it to my car. I sat in the car and I shed like 5 or 6 gangster tears. Then I collected myself and I was like, I will do better tomorrow. After that one time I failed with like that cold call, I did not fail anymore. He would call on me and I would be on top of it. I knew the answers, and even if I didn't know the answers or didn't have them right, I would try, and it would be an educated guess where you could tell that I had done the reading, right? Or you could tell that I understood what was going on in the class. Also, the professor that, you know, I had such these fireworks. The professor that I actually had, he knows that I really like tried to do my work all the time. I usually came to class prepared. I always answered his questions. You know, he gave me a recommendation letter. Like, he's great. When you're in law school, everybody fails every now and then, even the smartest people in the class. And sometimes you'll think that everybody remembers your failure, but as I spoke to my study group later on, they all thought I answered every question right every time. Things happen. You're not always gonna win everything. You're not always gonna be the best in the class, especially because there's a curve. Don't be so hard on yourself. Like, you'll be fine. Hopefully this video made you laugh a little bit. Thank you so much for coming. I really truly do appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share this video, and come back again next week for more videos. Like I said, thank you so much. Love you. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.